Good morning. All right, I can't believe it, but we are already on day 19 of the Rediscover Me Challenge. Where's February going? It is flying by. All right, so I have something a little different planned today. It is technically an implementation day in the challenge. So if you've been following along every day so far, then you know that implementation days are the days that you look back over the week's exercises and you decide if there's something that you need to take action on. So we leave little breathing room spaces in the challenge to allow you to do that. But I want to just talk about something that's a little bit of a different topic today. First off, thank you guys. You had so many people checked in yesterday to let me know that you scheduled appointments that you've been overlooking or ignoring or avoiding for years. And I am so proud of you guys for taking action. I know that that's not easy and that a lot of you struggle with this. So thank you for checking in and thank you for letting us know. And if you need additional accountability or support between now and the time that those appointments happen, then do reach out and let us know. That's what we're here for. I want this community to be, helping each other out, and I want us to be there for each other to make sure that we get these important things taken care of, because we just can't ignore our health. And if we just stick together with this and support each other, then that makes it a lot easier. So thank you guys for that. So today we were supposed to work on our personal health plans, which I hope you guys have already done that. That was a PDF printout that you could write down, what the baby steps were that we talked about this week. So we started off with hydration, and then we added in eating healthier foods, and then we added in exercise. So as long as you are hydrating, moving, and doing a better job with your eating, you are good to go for this week. Again, these are baby steps meant to be layered on top of each other, meant to not make this feel like super overwhelming. And if you already have a good plan in place, then that's awesome, and please continue with that. If not, then this is a great opportunity to hit the reset button and start something like that. So anyway, so I'm going to talk today about journaling and the journey. If you've read the exercise for today, which is day 20 of the challenge, then one of the things that I mentioned in there was that we didn't do much journaling this week. So this is a great day if you want to just sit down and do some journaling about your thoughts so far in the challenge, what came up for you this week during the health and wellness week, and just really doing a check-in with yourself. And I think this is so important. And this morning I sat down to write my secret email. So if you don't know what that is, every month I put together an email that goes out only to the people on my newsletter list. So if you're already signed up for that, it's getyourprettyon.com/the-list. If you want to get on the list, then you can sign up for that and you'll be getting tomorrow's email. But I'm not going to give away what the content is completely, but I'll give you some information about it. So anyway, once a month I put together the secret email, and it's stuff that I don't share on the blog or social media or anywhere else. It's just for my newsletter subscribers, because those are the people who are, stick with me through thick and thin and are just like truly my GYPO peeps, my email friends. So if you haven't signed up for that, I hope you guys will get on that list. But this month, I'm doing a deeper dive, which is what I typically do, is just kind of like a deeper dive into some subject. And I'm going to talk about my layoff from corporate America, because it'll be 6 years tomorrow. And as I was falling asleep last night, I didn't really have a topic for this month yet. And I always pray about this, that the right words are going to come to me, and the message that I need to share is going to be what this email will be about. And it came to me, and I thought, my layoff anniversary is coming up, but I don't know what day it is. So I went to my journal this morning and I looked it up, and sure enough, it's tomorrow. So I'm supposed to be talking about what I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm 100% sure somebody's going to need to hear this message. But back to today's topic, I went to my journal to see that. And I've been keeping this journal for 10, 12 years now. And I keep it as a Word doc, so it makes it super easy for me to do a search on the date and see what was happening in my life every year for the past 6 years. And I found it really interesting to watch not only where my mindset was, but how the journey unfolded. And I think a lot of times we get so focused on the end result, and maybe you're doing this in the Rediscover Me Challenge or in some other area of life, that we oftentimes forget that it's just as important, sorry about that, it's just as important to see who we become throughout the journey, and having this gift of this journal to go back and look and see like where I was then versus where I am now has been such a gift. And if you're not journaling yet, I just so highly recommend it. I want you to pull out your journal today, and I want you to talk about where you are right now, what your mindset is, and how you're feeling about, you know, all those important areas of your life, your career, your relationships, you know, everything that's important to you. And then I want you to put a date in your calendar for a year from today. And if you use an electronic calendar, this is super easy. You can do a check-in and look back to see where you're at right now and where you're at a year from now. And you can even do a 6-month check-in if you want to. But I think that we need to give ourselves more credit for the work that we do. And this is one way that we can do that, even if, you know, the results aren't what you think they should be. You're still going to see tremendous growth. I promise you. Even if you don't consciously take action, you will move towards your goals, and your goals may change over time, and that's perfectly okay. We change as people, we develop, we keep growing, and sometimes we grow out of one or we replace it with something else, and that's all good. But I just can't say enough about journaling and your journey, because this is just a super important way for you to have those gut checks and those check-ins with yourself, and to see how much you're progressing, even if things don't look much different on the outside. On the inside is what matters in the development and the person that you're becoming along the way. So my secret email tomorrow is going to be a little bit about that, about my, you know, what's happened over the past 6 years. And it's really going to be, there's going to be a message in there for all of you too about the importance of pursuing the things that light you up and finding something that makes you excited to get out of bed in the morning. Because I think that a lot of us feel stuck in career paths or stuck in a season of life, and it doesn't last forever. But there are things that you can do in the in-between time to explore more of what you love and pursue the things that interest you and light you up. And it doesn't have to mean a sweeping, huge change. I talk a little bit about some of the things and trial and error that I went through. And I want you to also know that if you try something and it doesn't work out, it's never a failure. You have not failed. You've learned some important things about yourself. And it's kind of like dating relationships. You know, I talk to my girls about this and say that, you know, dating a lot of times is about trial and error and figuring out, you know, things about yourself and things about the other person that, you know, did and didn't work for you. And I think that, you know, trying out different passions and pursuits in your life is really just part of that process. And a lot of us are afraid to take the risk because you don't want to feel like a failure if it doesn't work out for you. But just the path and the learning and the development. And I never would have done what I'm doing today if I hadn't been willing to try a million other things. I think, you know, that's the moral of the story, is that eventually you do land on the thing that lights you up. And maybe the thing that lights you up will change 5 years from now. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But what matters is going after it. So that's your homework today. I want you to start journaling if you haven't done it yet. I want you to put an entry in today. And I want you to look back on that entry either 6 months or a year from now. So put a reminder in your calendar and do that. And I also want you to sign up for my secret email for tomorrow, because I have a feeling there's some people out there listening right now that need to hear what's in there, and it's going to resonate with you. So you can sign up for that at getyourprettyon.com/thelist. All right, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you back tomorrow morning. Bye.